Yo, what's up, everybody? GM. Happy Taco Tuesday, January 14th. I feel like, it's funny. I had to go drop the Kia off at the dealer this morning. Got a couple recalls and then some warranty issues to take care of. And, I was, in the Uber coming back with the, took me a second there. And then as I was doing something in the background, now I don't even know what the hell I was going to say. But GM, guys, I hope that you are doing well. Happy. Oh, that's right. That's what I was going with. That was part of the whole intro thing. It's January 14th. I feel like it was just yesterday. This is what I was talking to the Uber driver about. I feel like it was just yesterday that we celebrated New Year's. And now it's the 14th. We're halfway through the month already, flying by. But I hope that you guys are doing well. If you are watching the live stream, go ahead and smash the like button. Number one thing that you can do to help the show grow, the channel, me, not only that, it's also a way to, reward yourself. You could be doing anything right now, but you're here, you're going to get some alpha, you're going to learn something, it's going to be awesome. And so you should reward yourself instead of the proverbial pat on the back. Just smash the like button. That's all you got to do. Doesn't cost anything. It's pretty easy. Well, we could do a tutorial. I usually do that in the afternoon show, so we'll save it for that. But I'm super excited about what we're talking about today. Now, I know this might come to some of you as a shock, but we are talking about a project today called Cock. And I know that, again, that could be a shock to you. But remember, this is the ultimate meme coin, and they are combining hilarious content with sophisticated MemeFi game theory and innovative mechanics. I love to hear that. I'm super excited to find out what exactly that means. What really excites me is my buddy Heck the Sneck is part of all of this and kind of made this happen for us. So I am super excited that we are able to have these guys hanging out with us today, learn about what's going on. It is Cardano based, so when we talk about cocks and shocks, me talking about Cardano, a project on Cardano, I know that may shock some of you guys, but that I love the ADA gang. It's the Cardano community that's got me concerned. But the ADA gang, y'all are my friends. Don't you worry about that. And heck, we had that conversation. ADA gang for life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning.
GM, brother, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Just getting over this little head cold. How about you?
I'll tell you what, kind of saying that we got a little thing going through our house as well. I knock on wood. I got to find some. That's drywall. Hopefully there's some wood behind it. My wife and daughter got it. I've escaped it. Now I am also currently about, let's see, at 7:30 this morning, I think it was 36 hours. No, something like that. So I'm close to 40 hours in on my water fast. And so,
dude, nice.
Yo, and I actually feel great. Like I feel like I'm in that phase where autophagy, right? I think where you're starting to get some cellular repair going. You guys know I got that hip issue. I got a bunch of things, and I feel like I have not had to take my nerve pain medicine. I did not have to take it this morning, which is wild to me. So like I'm interested to see if it's just my mentals or if this is like a for real thing where your body, and this is something I had read and why I wanted to do the fast was when you start to starve yourself, your body will go into that phase of autophagy where it attacks everything that's going wrong and it just tries to fix it because you're starving yourself. And it's like, well, fix what's wrong. And so I'm hopeful that the body's going to fix what's wrong. And so far, guys, I'm feeling great. About 40 hours, almost 40 hours in. And the goal is to make it to at least 72 hours, which is tomorrow night at 7:30, right? That's when this whole thing kicked off. It was at 7:30 p.m. So we're hopeful to make it to tomorrow night. And then at that point, make a decision. Do we want to keep rolling or shut it down and have some bone broth? That was my research told me, break your fast with bone broth.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard. If you make it 72 hours, you're going to have to let me know how you feel.
I will. I'm telling you right now at 40, I feel like better than I have felt, even through all like a lot of the training and through kind of getting to different levels of, passing endorphins and all that stuff. And, mentally you checking into some new things. I feel much better than I have in a very long time mentally. Like I woke up this morning, like in a different mental state, and it was very clear the moment I woke up that this is where we were. It feels good though. I feel really good. I feel light, obviously, because there's no food inside of me, but I feel really good.
That's wild. I need to do one of those.
Hell yeah.
If you could do a 72-hour water fast, you're perfect for memes tokens, because that takes a lot of conviction and mental strength. So shout out to you.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. I look forward to chatting with you. That was one of the things, and I tweeted something like that, kind of having some self-discipline and really the concept of restraint and doing some things. Like, that is something, honestly, I learned training for my fights that I've done. Was the karate combat fight back in May, and then the crypto fight night early December. Was it's really that discipline of sometimes you gotta put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, and you really just you gotta figure out, you gotta rise to the situation or the occasion, to whatever you need to do to get yourself through it. And I gotta tell you, like, learning how to just really rely on yourself to push things forward like that mentally, man, it's changed the game for me. Like, I feel like, and I even put in that tweet, like, things that I thought, like, I've tried to do the fast before, like well before I did this, this combat stuff, and they never really quite went as well. Like, I always felt like, I've got to sneak some food. My wife even made fresh bread last night, and I didn't crumble. It smelled fucking good, but I didn't crumble.
There we go. Yeah, nah. We always just call it embracing the suck.
Yeah, I love that. Embrace the suck. And that makes you stronger, right?
Yeah, that's what they say anyway.
I love it. I love it. Well, shout out to everybody watching and joining us, guys. I'm super excited. Cock, it is dollar, what do you call that? Cash tag. It's called the cash tag Cock. Over on Cardano. Let's learn about the project, what you guys got going on. I know that I have been seeing several of our community members that are in the group chat with us, the private group chat. Now, if you listen, today's one of those kind of days where I'm feeling good, because I am feeling good. If anybody does want to get into the group chat that we've got going on, shoot me a message or reply if you're on Twitter, just reply in the space on that post, or shoot me a DM or whatever, and say, yo, get me in the group, and I'll open the group up for a couple people today. But we have a couple people who have been talking about this and have been in the project. And so I'm super excited that our worlds have all come together, because when Heck was like, yo, let's talk about it, I said, absolutely, man, because I know a couple of my guys are actually into this.
That's amazing. Yeah, the team's building, something incredible, just based off the volume alone. The price action, you just don't see that on Cardano very often. So
what's the Memecoin ecosystem like on Cardano? Because I know there's Snag, Baby Snag. I don't know a whole lot about the Cardano ecosystem. So tell me about that, and then let's get into the project a little bit more specifically.
Cool.
Yeah, sure. First of all, Jay Chance, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come on your platform, to bring the flock onto the Breakfast Club here. Appreciate that. Shout out to everybody from your community, and then shout out to everybody from the flock who's here today supporting us as well. And then shout out to everybody else who's here from other communities as well too. So everybody. So there is a lot of eyes on our project. Just in under 10 days, it feels like every single day we're shattering some expectation or smashing through an all-time high. And like Heck said, we've created a project that's making serious waves across the Cardano ecosystem. The Cardano ecosystem, Jay Chains, is typically, this is just my opinion, again, it's not financial advice. We've had a very tribalistic mindset for a very long time. We've sort of been competing with each other when we should have been hyping each other up. And our project is all about collaboration and partnerships and MemeFi, which MemeFi is in the spirit of MemeFi, it can only succeed with partnerships. And we've been bridging sort of the attention to Cardano by trying to talk to different chains, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin people. And really that's kind of what has put us in a place of everybody's looking, everybody's talking about it, to your point. And Cock has turned out to be something very, very special, J-Chain. So, I don't know exactly how I want to respect your space, and I don't know if you flow with questions or if you just want me to generally talk about kind of what makes Cock so special. If you got questions, like how you want to go about it. But
yeah. I think a great conversation. I mean, just keep talking about things, and we can just start a discussion. And I feel like we can talk broad market stuff, we can talk project specific stuff, like things that you guys intend to do for the community, how ways that maybe the community can get involved, stuff like that. I think there's always ways to bring value to the people that are already there, that are thinking, like, because I will tell you, like, me as a person who's in this space, I got my start, and that's one of the biggest questions I always get is, how do you do what you do, or how do you start doing all that stuff? Is, for me, I was the community person in a project that started doing some fan art, that won some contests. The competitions went to video submissions. I started winning every single one of those. They asked me to host the YouTube channel. And then from there, I went off on my own and did my stuff and met the people that I've met, and it's grown. And this is what I do now. It's been many years. And so, I love hearing ways that, projects say, this is, from the project's mouth, saying this is ways that we'd love to see the community get involved. Right. And then from there, you get to figure out who the people are who are really in it to win it for that particular cause. And whatever, the things resonate, it is what it is, right? And to each their own. And I think that's one of the most important things about crypto and Web3 is that there's so many different offerings. There is literally something for everyone, right? And so, if you find that this resonates with you and you want to get involved, like, what are the best practices that really maybe stand out or get some attention, that not necessarily get you a job, but if that is something that, as the project grows and you guys need more hands, like, those are the people that usually get chosen, or the faithful, right? And so just finding ways that, again, the community can rise up and assist in all ways, because obviously it takes a village for a project to be successful. It's not just the dev, it's not just the community, it's everything. It's the narrative, it's how does everybody get along, kind of stuff. And so there you go. I guess
J-Chains, to your point, we're nothing without the flock, right? Everything that we did was designed for the community. We've been users in the Cardano space since 2017, and we've been around for a long time, analyzing and studying what's made projects successful. And we have a very successful team. Ada Orca was the lead engineer at SnackX. Been also the co-founder of the MemeFi space that that kind of makes Cock so special. I'll get into that in a minute. And then you have, Snackwell as well. And the team is just made up of heavy hitters and people who really understand the landscape, but also understand the business world. Like myself, I come from the medical technology space, medical device world. I've been in there for a very long time. And I've been in the C-suite talking to executives, CEOs, CFOs, chief medical officers for a very long time. And looking at data-driven, clinical decisions based on evidence. And we had a really a plan and to make Cock very special. And to your point before, I heard you say, hey, look, there's so many different type of users and there's something for everybody. Cock, actually, we took that thesis and we said, we're going to create something that has, something for everybody, that can tailor to everybody, so they can come just to one place. That's kind of one of the things that makes Cock so special. And we didn't just want to be a meme coin, right? And so we wanted to lead the charge in the MemeFi space, which really, we took the the crazy, we know we have one of the wildest names in the game, and we have a ton of energy and a crazy lore to the intellectual property, the meme side of things. But we're also combining a DeFi mechanics with what we're doing, right? So we have a financial platform that's built on top of a meme, and that's what creates this idea of MemeFi. And speaking of which, we were on a space yesterday with the Olympus team, and we're gonna partner with them in the future, create a MemeFi class for them. People can go into their platform, learn about MemeFi, and get rewarded with Cock too. That's coming down the line as well. But we still have the game theory, right? So we have, I'll get to that in a minute, but it's all about community engagement and creating something that's truly unique to Cardano. Mm-hmm. And, the Cock arena is really at the heart of that. It's the heart of our ecosystem. It's our player versus player game. It's a HODL game that's based on a HODL coin theory that's been around for a very long time, where players go into our arena and they battle it out to see who can hold the longest. And those who exit the arena are paying exit early fees to everybody else who's still in the game. A part of that fee gets, 8% of that fee gets redistributed back to the players. A portion of it goes towards burns, creates a deflationary push on our entire ecosystem. That's the goal. It's decentralization and deflationary mechanisms. We also have a really strong treasury, which is how we do the crazy amount of contests and rewards. Like, for example, we did a contest the other day. We just paid out over $40,000 worth of ADA in COC, about 6 million in COC tokens that we paid out. We've burned already almost 100K worth of ADA, right? But that's because the treasury keeps growing, because the ecosystem fuels itself, and so we're kind of ensuring this price appreciation, this long-term sustainability. And that's really, like, when you talk about some of these big names in the game who are kind of paying attention to what we're doing, and how we're building those bridges, it's because of the utility, it's because of the team, it's because of the community, it's because of the flock. The way that we've set this up, it makes it really easy for people like Wall Street Bets, High Res the Rapper, Kuno, Caleb. If I tell you who else we're talking to right now and how many more eyes we're going to bring to Cardano and Cardano native tokens. We've got some of the biggest influential names in crypto. We're talking to people in the music industry and finance. We really want to, expand the reach, grow our engagement, and really help all of Cardano. For a very long time, Cardano has been isolated, sort of in its own island, and we're sort of competing against the users, and it's so tribalistic, and it's like, we've been fighting amongst each other for a very long time. I always hear my boy Dan Jones, he's here today. He's like, guys, if we should be fighting against anybody, it should be against other chains, and it's true. We do need to partner, but we don't want to be fighting against anybody. We want to be inviting to other chains. We want to welcome them to look at ADA and say, wow, they've got a lot of opportunity here with Cardano native tokens and what they're doing. So that's really what we've been working on. What we're super excited about is bridging the Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin gap, cross-chain collaboration, bringing the masses to ADA. I know a lot of people have always said, oh, our project is going to do that. And it's always been words, and that's fine. Like, everybody has ambition, right? And everybody should want to believe that they're going to be doing that. But we like to do data-driven decisions and let the numbers do the talking. And as you guys can see, there is a lot of data that supports that people believe in this, and then outside eyes from Solana, Ethereum, right? The data is there to support the words that we're saying, right? We're saying we want to help everybody have a chance to speak to these people or bring eyes to this. Like, I saw on the Wall Street Bets post, there were so many other Cardano native tokens who got the opportunity to go speak to these people and share their communities and say, hey, look at what we're doing. And so it's a great opportunity for other tokens to speak to everybody else who, because COC is amazing, but they're going to be looking at other tokens too. There are other amazing tokens that are building on Cardano. And we've managed to land a ton of partnerships, within 10 days. We've partnered with Donzo. First of all, shout out to Donzo. They are sort of the creators of the engine that fuels everything that we do. The casino, the games that we have, the arena, the loans, right? There's so many things that have happened through MemeFi. The way that we did the revolutionary pre-sale, where we got probably one of the most decentralized distributions of supply I've ever seen in a meme coin, where the largest holder only holds about 1.64 outside of the team wallets that we use for rewards, which, by the way, have over almost 150K or almost 200K ADA combined in rewards that we as a team have bought on the open market and used to supply these wallets to reward our community and redistribute the supply back to those who we actually, who are loyals. And so we're putting our money where our mouth is too, and we're rewarding our community and saying, if you're going to be loyal and you're going to be engaging with us, you're going to be getting rewarded. We've had other partnerships like Clinic, right? Shout out to Clinic, who has a very cool interactive system where if you're new to Cardano and we're onboarding a lot of masses, people can go to Clinic and they could take a look at all the awesome partnerships that they have, and consider how many eyes are going to be on those tokens too, as we say, hey, look at we got a partnership with Clinic. Hoskinson, we're talking depen with them, right? And we're going to be on a space with them talking about that, talking about further decentralizing the network and actually supporting to validate, or with air nodes or an earth node. I mean, we got very cockish ambitions that are aligned with our vision, right, of decentralization. We've partnered with the elite cats. We already rewarding the elite cats. I'm still, I don't know why Sneckies hasn't gotten back to us, but hopefully we can get that going too. We want to reward everybody who's building on the blockchain, and anytime we share a partnership, when we have Wall Street bad eyes on us, that means that everybody else who is our partner is benefiting from that as well. Like I mentioned, we've already burned 1% of the supply. We want to make things fun. We really have something that in our project, like if you're a long-term holder, you have the arena that you can benefit from. If you're a degenerate and you want to go gamble, you can go into the casino. We have Bonanza, we have Crash, we have Blackjack that you can play. And really, this is what I've been describing is really what's rewarding for the community and what's rewarding for you as a user. You're in the arena and your position is growing. The price of the cock lock token can never go down, can only go up based on the HODL game coin theory. It's basically passive income. If you're a long-term holder and you believe in the project, you're doing your water fast. 72 hours there is probably like, I don't know, 7 months in the meme coin world. So it's like the same thing, right? The conviction, the belief that you need to have in yourself to get through that and believe in something because you can't see it. That's sort of what the early adopters in our token have experienced, and now they've seen some significant growth. I mean, some people are up ridiculous from the pre-sale, and congratulations to everybody who believes in us from the beginning. Really, J Chains, and again, I have been on a rant, so I'll let you sort of interject, and if you have any questions or whatever. Our goal again is really to bridge gaps with other chains, continue to breaking these walls for Cardano. And I always say on spaces, if you're listening to us and you feel like, wow, maybe we could partner with them as a mutually benefiting way to bring value to the ecosystem, please reach out to us, reach out to myself. We're constantly working on partnerships. We have more announcements related to that coming up. And so we're excited. Thank you for the opportunity to talk. I mean, I can go in a little bit more depth about each of the functions and the utility of our project if you wanted to. But shout out to really the advisors that we have. They've been like Heck the Snack, RTB, Crypto Genius, Wall Street Bets, Kuno, Caleb. There's so many more that I'm probably even forgetting them. Barris, shout out to Donzo. We've had an entire village and a lot of people helping us, and without them and without the suggestions that they've made along the way, and of course without the flock understanding what we're doing and believing in us, none of this would happen. So we're very proud of what we've done in under 10 days, and we will continue to smash an all-time high. So we appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Hell yeah, man. Well, first off, thanks for being here. Thanks for kind of the better understanding of what you guys have going on. I mean, Jesus, sounds like there's a lot planned and a lot to do, and definitely excited to see where all of this goes, because I feel like there's probably a huge opportunity for what you guys are doing, and obviously very ambitious, but this is we're all building the plane as we fly with this industry. And so love to see all that, man. And I think the one of the biggest problems that you would think, and this is someone who doesn't necessarily know much about the Cardano ecosystem, but I think it probably resonates with a lot of people who don't necessarily know a lot about the Cardano ecosystem, is that for the most part, we can pick apps out for every blockchain, right? For the most part, right? But what's the biggest dApp or app, or what's the biggest offering that Cardano has? And I don't think too many people know that. And so having a shock value name, and you got a lot of people in our community have heard me talk about this. I don't care, like the name cock in the project. I love the shock value aspect because it gets people to think about it. It gets people to be like, oh, what did you say? And then you go on to explain, and you're very eloquent in what you were talking about, and very, building this whole idea and concept, and you see people in the chat saying, wow, looks very impressive, like a lot going on here. Like, so the shock value is really good because it gets that attention, and we know that where we live is the attention economy, right? And in crypto, you've got about, that much time to get someone's attention, or else they're off to one of the jillions of other things that are going on in here. And so I appreciate you spending time talking with us. I see that we got a hand from chicken.ada. I don't know if it's a question, comment, anything. It is all welcome, guys. Remember, this is Web3 Breakfast. We do have a guest up here, and we're about almost the halfway point. So we are going to do our little room reset in just a second. But I do want to make sure that if you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, if you've got something about the market, whatever it is, and you want to come up to the stage, you are more than welcome to do so here at Web3 Breakfast. Just raise your hand, come up to stage, and then raise your hand. Like we've got Chicken and KT. We'll go to Chicken first and then swing it on over to KT. What's up, fam? How are you?
What's up, guys? How's it going? I had to hop on stage when I heard about the arena. One thing caught my attention specifically. First of all, I just want to say that was brilliant. You're a really good speaker, whoever's behind the profile for Cockcoin. I like the vision. I like the project. I might actually go buy some myself after that. But I just wanted to ask a question. You said you guys accrue fees from the arena, right? Are these fees paid in COC or ADA or both, or how are they paid?
Yeah, Chicken, great question. First of all, I think we've met in another space, and I'm so glad that you're here now. Appreciate the comment and the question. We do the arena does generate fees in COC. And we've been doing so much that I forgot to share. We do have staking as well for the lock arena players that earns additional rewards, and it works similar to liquid staking with snapshots. Every 10 days, we take a snapshot of who's in the arena and their cock lock position, and we share a percentage of the fees that are being generated from the arena back to the loyal holders. When you're in the arena, the rewards that you earn are being paid to you in cock lock. Those are then converted back to COC when it's time for you to exit the arena in profits. And of course, we want everybody to enjoy and do that. The more volatility and volume that we create in the arena, and the more exits, the more rewards and the higher the price goes for the HODL coin. So thank you for asking, Chicken. That's a great question.
Actually, if I may, I have one recommendation for you, right? Because I'm actually doing research right now to make some changes and help MinSwap with something. I would recommend, instead of charging in COC, perhaps you charge in ADA, because if you charge in COC, you're actually just redistributing coins that already exist. There's no buy pressure, right? But if you charge in ADA or any other token, you can convert that to COC. And one more thing I would say is staking, actually, it's like, if you think about it as an entropy system, it's like a leak in the entropy system. If you do buybacks and burns, and make sure you own at least 90% of your LP so that people can't rug the LP pool and extract value, I think that might actually provide greater, greater value for all holders across the board. That's just my thoughts. You could even do like a half staking, half buyback and burn, but the buy portion is very important. The burn, I see all guys already have that. So I just wanted to, for what it's worth, I just wanted to say that.
No, I appreciate that. And the reason thank you, Chicken, again, you're a very smart guy. And we went with SnagX on purpose. The LP was locked from the beginning, and it was designed to specifically address that. The system does generate fees in ADA as well for the machine, for the treasury when you go in there. So I see you putting hearts up there, and so we certainly have considered that. Now, it's the buy pressure. We do buybacks as well, and open market buybacks. We do burns, and as well, we're setting up the depend lightning nodes in the future to create even more verticals for revenue for buy pressure. As we're also, we've already created a decentralized system that is deflationary in nature, right, Chicken? So when we add more buy pressure, and 50% of the value is typically locked in the arena, which shows that, hey, like, the sell pressure is already removed. People are understanding the name of the game. They understand how it works. So the incentives are definitely working. But I mean, everything, all the feedback, like to your point, is how we've been able to customize it and get to where we are today. I think, Chicken, one of the things that we did that was revolutionary is when we launched with the pre-sale, everybody was automatically enrolled into the arena. So being the understandings that they were already playing the game. And we launched with about 65% of the project's value locked in. And we said, okay, well, what are the three scenarios that could typically happen if people really understand the value? We're going to see a little drop in the total value locked, and hopefully it should start to climb back up. And the 65% was when we first launched. It dropped to about 42%, 40% at one point, and now it's back up to 50. So people are really understanding the value of it, and people who have been in there in day one, I mean, you should see some of the profits that they've been able to take. I mean, thousands of dollars worth of profits. And with the amount of volume that we're getting and generating, it is an attention economy, and we've had some major players, willingly want to partner with us at long-term advisory positions, 6 months, a year long, which shows that they love the project. And again, we're trying to bridge. ADA has always been sort of tribalistic in its approach to communicating to other blockchains. We've always thought that we're just better, and for some reason, right, our technology must be superior. And we could have discussions about whose blockchain is better, but that's not going to get us anywhere, right? We need to bridge these gaps, and we need to bridge volume, and we need to bring Solana people in, we need to bring Ethereum people in, Bitcoin people in, make it friendly, easy for them to come on. And I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me like, hey, how do I buy it? Oh, it's a Vesper wallet. Is that the easiest way? Yeah, go download a Vesper wallet, and you fuel it from Coinbase, and there's a browser on the bottom right corner, and check out all these awesome dApps that you can instantly connect to. Of course, ours is on there. The casino, Donzo Casino, is on there. So this has been huge for Cardano, and I think right now we haven't even seen the true trickle effects of this. I think we're only in the very early phase of adoption from other users from other blockchains who are paying attention to Cardano and Cardano native tokens. And they have been able to achieve astronomical valuations for their tokens in other blockchains because they know how to fuel it, and they know what drives attention. They have fun. They got a lot of volume and money, and we need to bring that here. We need to have tokens hitting billion-dollar market caps, $20 billion market, 30. We want to be there. We want to be the first ones to do it. We love what everybody's doing, but we hope that everybody can see that the end goal for COC is to bring as much attention to Cardano.
Love it, man. Good luck with everything. I kind of gotta hop off, so I'm gonna head out. One last thing is I see Old Cock right next to you guys with the highest liquidity. Perhaps maybe consider an acquisition or something.
We took over that project. There was a French team. They reached out to us. Their liquidity is locked in and inaccessible. It's over 300K of LP that was tapped in, and it would have taken something like 500K to revive the project. And so we took over all the intellectual property of that project. We took over and we revived it and relaunched it. So the old COC token is obsolete. Obviously, we dropped 1% of the supply when we first launched to their old holders, their loyal holders. We felt it was right, as they did hand over the intellectual property. The Discord was secured. The Twitter, I mean, it made the relaunch and the rebrand so much easier. But Chicken, appreciate you, man. I know you got to hop off, but like always, you're such a smart dude, and I appreciate you having on the space here today with your questions.
No, of course, man. And bro, you just gave me one last thing. I'm so sorry. I promise it's the last thing. You could distribute another like point whatever percent of the supply to the old COC holders in exchange for their tokens, and then just go sell it to Oblivion on the liquidity pool if you lost access to it. That way you can extract the ADA out of it and bolster your liquidity on the new one if you want, or do whatever you want with ADA.
Yeah, I mean, we can consider something like that. I appreciate it, Chicken. I'll talk to Orca about it and see if it's something that we could do.
Chicken, man, I appreciate you, brother. I know you got to run. Please come back anytime. We do the show Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Was Web3 Breakfast, man. Definitely, you are welcome. I love your opinion. You're definitely a bright mind. So please come back if you got time. Anytime, you are more than welcome. Appreciate you. KT, I know you've got your hand up, brother. What is up, sir? What you got for us?
GM. Yeah, I'm just gonna preempt this with mine is not anywhere near as smart as the last one. I'm just gonna set the table right there. First I gotta say it's awesome seeing some projects with all these well, how do I say this? Well, the cocks in the room. Because you bring in your community in to get the word out. I think it's really cool. It struck a chord with me because I used to raise chickens when I was a kid, and I had a big wheel, and I was about 6 years old in my backyard, ride my big wheel like 6 years old did back then. And our rooster, the cock, a huge Rhode Island red, starts chasing me all around the yard. And I'm screaming and I'm riding around like a madman. This thing's in the back trying to kill me. My dad comes over, kicks it. It goes flying 15, 20 feet in the air, and it disappears. And I didn't think anything of it. And
then your mom made chicken cacciatore that night for dinner.
I'm not even joking. She did. We had chicken that night, and it was like 20 years later. My dad's like, I said, Dad, where the heck did that rooster go?
You don't eat the roosters. Like, that's disgusting.
Oh, no. He did, because it attacked us. It attacked me, and it went after my brothers as well. But no, this looks really cool. And I did have some questions, but you already answered all of them. I love what you guys are doing. I think it's really cool to gamify the token, and the way that your mechanics are working, the way that you've described them.
So the arena,
I am eager to see where this goes.
The arena's live now, right? Like if you I'm on Cardano.io arena, whatever. Like if I were to connect a wallet, I don't have it on this computer that I'm on, but like you could play the game now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been live from day one. You could get on there. You could fuel your Vesper wallet with some COT tokens, and you could log in there. And keep in mind, you can also access the permissionless casino, and you could play Bonanza, you could play Crash, you could play blackjack. There's roulette that's coming out very soon.
Did you say blackjack?
Yes, sir. Blackjack is available, and I saw somebody hit a nice win. It was like a 40x on a very low amount of COC, and I mean COC right now is going up through the roof. Now, I personally at one time I hit a 2000x on Bonanza at the time, and I never took it out. This was when it first launched on Donzo, and it was a 3K USD value at that time. At all-time high, it was 45K. There's been some huge wins in the casinos, both for Donzo, COC, and one of the things that I haven't discussed is necessarily how these things kind of fuel and benefit each token that partners with Donzo. Like we talk about partnerships, hopefully in the future they have many other MemeFi tokens that launch, because we want to prevent future rugs, and we want other projects to look at this as a model that they can follow and duplicate and say, wow, if I do use a MemeFi platform to launch and have an arena and have games, and if I have loans, we didn't even talk about the loans, but the financial part of what we do is when you're in the arena and your cock lock tokens represent your position in there, you can borrow up to 30% of your position in there. And because of the way that the mechanics are set up, your position in the arena, right, only ever grows from other people exiting, and the price of cocklock only ever goes up and never comes down because of those exits. So when you take out a loan, the only thing you have to worry about is a 14-day time frame to repay it back with a 5% interest. And so how does that benefit not just us, but other people in the ecosystem? Well, that means that when people are engaging with us and using our tools, they then get to go out into the ecosystem and invest into other Cardano native tokens, right? Because they convert that into ADA, and they can use that ADA for many other things. They can go and invest into other projects that are launching. Maybe it's another MemeFi project that they believe in, and they know it's going to be a safe launch. And it's almost like, hey, this is alpha for the future. Anytime a MemeFi token launches this way, because we've already described how we've protected the users and the supply and the sell pressure, and we didn't even get into how we drained bots, and we did so much to protect our users early on with the launch. So what I know is that any other token that launches through MemeFi, I would feel very confident investing into that, but participating in the pre-sale. And again, not financial advice, do your own research, but what I'm suggesting is that these things are so beneficial for a project's long-term stability, because when you start to build a project, a meme token, or even any business, and this is why it's so fun for us, because I do look at this as a business, you need funding and you need long-term treasury growth if you want to do anything at all, especially reinvest back into your own community, right? That's the main purpose of our treasury. But also the purpose of treasury growth, and we learned that from SNEC very early on, is that we want to get on a top tier 1 exchange like Kraken, right? That's our goal. And we can't do that if we don't have a massive treasury, attractive volume, all these other wonderful things that we're working on right now. So nothing that you've seen from our project has been an accident. I pride myself in order out of chaos. Nothing that we've done has been, again, a coincidence. Everything has been very strategic, including every single partner. Shout out to Heck to SNEC for bringing us on here. But yeah, that's kind of where we've been at. J Chains is, you know, we've been in the trenches trying to bridge the gaps with these other blockchains, and somebody like Wall Street Bets coming on the scene and saying, hey, you know, I really like this project. I love this team. You know, Sneckwhale, shout out to my partner Sneckwhale. I think he just raised his hand too. I mean, the relationship he's able to build with so many of these people, and you know, of course, I'll come in there and he calls me the finesse guy. But you know, we really have some strong synergy and complement each other really well. Sneckwhale, I saw your hand go up. You want to come on board and say something to everybody?
Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Y'all know me, I don't say a lot. Lux is the talker. In real life, I'm a business owner, and so that's what we're going to do. Is my goal is to be the bull and push this thing. I want to take it to some tier ones. I want to get some volume. I want to bring some eyes. So J Chains, I appreciate you having me on, and Lux can pretty much give you a rundown of everything you need to know.
Appreciate that, man.
Hey, long live the snack whale. Let's go. It's good to hear from you, brother.
Let's go. Get you that follow back, man. I'd love to see that. Thank you for being here. I know it's for some people it's early, depending on where you're at in the world, and some people it might be the afternoons. But I sure do appreciate you being here. Everybody up on stage. It goes for everybody watching the show too. If you are watching live, thank you so much. Go ahead and smash the like. Hit the heart if you are watching on X. Smash the like if you're watching on YouTube. If you are in the space, you can go down to the bottom right and hit the little, I call it a purple pill. It's different colors for different people. Sometimes it's not even a pill. Sometimes it's just a button. But hit that. We call that the multiplier as well. You can tag some friends, let them know that we're having a good time, that we are talking to some great people, learning some hot alpha about the cock. I know that sounds controversial and will be taken out of context, but I don't care. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here and all of your time. Hash, I know that you've been waiting patiently with your hand up. Would love to hear what you have to say, and then I want to swing it on over to Dank Jones.
Captain Walk, baby.
Oh God, is Hash AI? Is he actually turned into like an AI? Can you say that again? Because it was not clear. I don't know what you said.
I'm the cock of the walk, baby.
We kept you waiting a long time to say that. My apologies. So my
Yeah,
apologies.
also, fuck you, Dank Jones. But in love.
The romantic kind, right?
Platonic kind, but still love.
Okay, good. As long as it's love. Love, as they say in California, love is love. Dank Jones, go for it, brother.
Yo, what's up? Dank Jones. Woo! What up, Heck? Shout out Cock. Shout out Sneckwhale. All the fucking legends down there. I see you all. I'm just going to say I love the cock. I've been riding the cock wave since day one. Love it. I should have sold my fucking Sneck a long time ago and bought it because, bro, I would be up about fucking 200K. I love it. Sneckwhale, they convinced me to sell some. I love all you guys. I love the cock even more. That rooster's gonna go to the fucking moon. I love it. Sorry about the language. I don't know if it's like whatever, but my bad. That's how Dank speaks. I'm at work right now. By the way, I already shilled cock to some 60-year-old dude, and guess what? He immediately handed over his phone to me and said, swap it. I sold him to Ada a couple weeks ago. I told him, I was like, bro, you should have fucking listened to me. But anyways, love it. Thanks for everything. Heck, J Chains. I'm gonna be listening to this show at 9 every day because I need a good space to listen to, and I might be hopping on as a guest every once in a while. So I love y'all. Thank you.
That works, brother, man. I appreciate it. Love the energy. The man, you don't have to worry about the language. You're good. I know that. All right, so it's probably cock. You probably can't quite talk about price, but some of the community can. I do know that. And like Heck talked to me about this. I know the community guys talked about this a couple days, and then Heck, we set this up. I believe it was over the weekend. If you were in this project since the 10th, you have 3x'd. It has gone up 301% since the 10th. That's massive. Now I know you were talking. We were talking market caps and all that stuff. I am at a site. Let me know if taptools.io is not a site I should be looking at. That's what I happen to be looking at because I was able to find the chart and all that stuff. But looking at a $8.48 million market cap right now. How does that relate? Because this is I've just found this and clicked on it. I don't know any other projects on Cardano. How does this relate as far as market caps go to the rest of the ecosystem?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jay Chains, and that's something that Cardano typically struggles with is having these, having multiple projects who can generate those sort of valuations, right? And because of the tribalistic mindset that I was suggesting before, that's my opinion of what's held Cardano back from allowing users to own multiple tokens. It's almost like you were shamed for belonging to multiple communities. At least that's what I felt when I was in the space, like almost like Jesus Christ, and like I got a lot of money I can invest. Like you're over here yelling at me because I want to, you know what I mean? And so you just never know who you're talking to, right? And so we want to make it an inviting thing. So when you look at the chart and you see that for a Cardano token in 10 days to reach, we did hit almost 10 million. I think we were 9.3 or 9.4. Just constantly smashing all-time highs. That's because of our partners and the amount of attention that we've been able to generate from outside of Cardano. Because what I can tell you right now is that, unfortunately, there is people who are funding us, and the inside Cardano community has not fully come together yet, right? And so what a metric that I look at every single day as a business owner or as a token manager is how many holders do I have? Has that grown? How quickly is that growing and over what time? Because that metric tells me a lot about who we're bringing on, how quickly, and I then look at where are those typically coming from? Are they from Cardano? Are they from Solana? Are they from Ethereum? Are we bridging just other chains? And so we take a look at that data and try to analyze it. And of course, we don't know exactly where every wallet is coming from. But what I can tell you is that a lot of these holders are Solana holders, are Ethereum holders, are Bitcoin holders, and that a lot of the growth has come from outside of the ecosystem, which has been our goal. Now, we want growth organic from Cardano, and we try very hard to partner with all these tokens to let them know that, hey, this is a net positive for everybody. Anytime we have somebody like Wall Street Bets, like Kuno, like Caleb, like High Res Rapper, partner with anybody, it's just a net positive for everybody. And so we're trying to rally behind every Cardano native token to sort of move to this collaboration mindset and away from tribalistic mindset. And I think that's directly correlated to what you see on the charts, right? And the amount of liquidity J chains relative to the market cap is very, very healthy. We stay between 8 to 10% relative to the market cap. And that's really good, man. That tells me that people are staying in, and again, 50% of the supply is locked in the arena.
That's awesome, man. I love to hear that. I know Doom's got his hand up. One quick question for you. I'd seen a comment on YouTube from Funny Man, and it made me think, if you guys ever get into the conference circuit, you should definitely get some branded lollipops. If you're catching what I'm putting down.
Yeah, I'm definitely catching what you're putting down. And we even are in discussions about a cock sock, because who doesn't want to wear a cock sock? So we got some funny stuff, and High Res the Rapper, we want to brand ourselves as the Rooster, right? We work very hard to do that. There are nuances in language, and that's what makes our name so special. We love that. And psychologically, we knew that this would trigger people and instantly draw their attention. It's not by accident, right? And so we definitely are looking to provide fun things that are going to brand us more in line with just the Blue Rooster of Cardano. And we have High Res the Rapper is going to give us a cockfighting game that we're going to release on iOS to everybody in the up and coming weeks. And it'll be a cock versus computer fight, but it'll just be fun, to just get on there, and you could pick a different rooster, and you can get into a cockfight with another cock in there, and just fuck them up and just have a little fun when while you're in the arena as well, and it'll make it a little more lively and more cockish. And we definitely have very cockish ambitions for 2025. So if you're on here and you can help us bridge even more gaps with other chains, like I see Legendary Person, the NFT kid Keith Barry in here, like I see so many legendary people right here in this space right now that I've been on so many spaces, and I've never seen this type of caliber people show up just to listen. I feel honored and proud to about what we've created, and that these type of people are showing up to even be interested in listening, let alone the potential that they may want to partner or invest. I mean, it's just incredible. So, shout out to the community, man. Like, I really, really appreciate everybody who's showing up.
Absolutely, man. You know, I may be a slightly biased, but I like to think, and yeah, we got some legends in the house for sure. But I like to think that the Web3 Breakfast crew is hands down the number one community in all of crypto and all of Web3. It's just some of the biggest and brightest minds and some of the best people that you could absolutely imagine. And it's amazing, man. So I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you shouting out the community as well. Doom, sorry to keep you waiting, brother. What you got for us? Did he instant rug? No.
Nope.
There he is.
I didn't realize how big the space.
It's massive, dude. We got a crowd today. Wait, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. So I was gonna be rude. I was gonna be rude just to yell cock, but I guess that wasn't gonna be inappropriate. So I figured I'd raise my hand just to say the word cock. That's all I wanted to do. What's up, Web3?
Let's go.
There you go. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I just realized there's 1.4 thousand people. I don't know if that's legitimate or not. Shout out to you for showing up.
My friend.
What's that?
Let's go. We got a big room. I'm all right. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Well, hey, welcome to the Web3 Breakfast Club, man. We do this shit every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. This is the place to be in the morning. So thank you guys for being here. Smash the like, hit the bottom right purple pill or the multiplier, as we like to call it. Let's bring some more friends in here. We are talking to the cock flock today. Over on the Cardano ecosystem. Remember, they are part of you guys are part of the ADA gang, right? I mean, this is fighting stuff. Like, you guys are ADA gang, right?
We are definitely support the ADA gang and anybody who supports us. And the roosters do pull up. We're very territorial. So if you're a partner of ours, if you're a friend of ours, if you support us, we'll be chasing you just like KT was getting chased around by that rooster. We don't play no games. You know what I mean? We do pull up. We certainly, are not afraid. We don't want to, but we are roosters in nature. You got to remember that. We're very territorial. We protect the flock.
All right. I take it back, KT. In many parts of the world, roosters are eaten. I thought that you would just eat the female hens. I didn't think that you'd eat the roosters, but I was wrong. But what you got for us, brother?
Oh no, that's all. It's all good. No, I was gonna ask the cock. So you've got a massive room this morning. You've got 1,500 odd people. What do you want them to do? If they could spend 5 minutes doing something to support you, what do you want them to do? All the listeners.
For me, again, the most near and dear metric to me is the holders. I love to see the holders grow, KT. And if you could do anything, just share, because that's free. And if you believe in something, that doesn't cost you anything. And, that's important to us. And people showing up today is everything to us, and just the support. So we can't ask for anything more than the flock's already delivering. We know the flock works really hard, so we're going to reward their hard work. It's part of the mantra that we do. And we try to take care of our people and to take care of our flock. And if you've been a part of it day one, right now you're very happy. You're enjoying being part of this community. It's got early snack vibes. We got such a cool vibe in the Discord. Come hang with us. Just give it a chance. That's all I can ask for. And then make up your mind whether or not you believe in it or not on your own. Don't listen to anybody else. We're going to have a ton of people sharing their opinions and supporting us and advising us and bringing attention. But at the end of the day, you should invest into things that you believe in, that you have conviction in. So if you make an investment, do it because you believe in it and because you believe in the cock.
So how, if somebody wanted to talk to the cock, what is the best way to reach out to you for whatever reason? Where is it? X, Telegram,
Yeah, so
whatever.
no, appreciate it, KT. So the main X account does get blown up right now with a ton of pings. I do have I'm not trying to shill my personal X on here, but it's easier to find me on there because it's easier for me to see the messages because I don't get a bazillion. So my personal X on there, Lux and Farah, you can find me on there. That's an easy way. And then I'm happy to share my Discord with anybody who reaches out to me, and then connect on there as well. KT, no problem.
Awesome. Yeah. So everybody in the audience, well, you just heard it. Go out there, share, go learn about the cock. Maybe get out there, talk to them for a little while, see what's going on, and join the fam.
There you go.
And KT, we haven't mentioned this yet. Well, this is not fully solidified yet. So, we're talking to Olympus, another token who focuses on education in Cardano, in the Cardano ecospace. And we will create a MemeFi class with them. We will provide cock there. So if anybody's interested in learning about cock in the future or MemeFi, they can go there. KT, they're going to be a great partner for us. They'll be rewarded by taking the lessons and learning about MemeFi. And, we think that's something special that the ecosystem also needs. So shout out to them and shout out to all our partners who make it a lot easier for us to bring value and eyes to the system. So thank you.
Boom. Love it, man. All right. We're going to swing these probably the last two hands. We're going to go Dank. We'll swing it to Dank, and then we're going to swing it on over to Hash to wrap it up, and then we'll skedaddle for the day. And I couldn't be
all right. So
you guys joined us. Go ahead, Dank.
My bad. Hey, before I lose service, I'm working and it's everything. But I would like to give my suggestion. You have 5 minutes to do. Download yourself a Cardano wallet if you don't have one, Vesper. Buy some cock, and then check out donzo.gg and go use that cock after you lock some of that cock up. I forgot to say. Anyways, go to cock.io, the website, go to donzo.gg, and then just fucking play with the cock, all right? That's all I want to say, guys. I love you, man. And fight that cock and grow that cock because there you go.
There you go. Lock and grow. Oh, God. I love you guys. This is funny. This is funny to me. Ash, go for it, my guy.
Thanks so much, J Chains. Thanks for coming in, Cock, Flock, Army. For all of us people who are not Cardano native, what's the best place to look at your chart? I know J Chain said tap tools. Is that the right place for me to look at it? How do I see your holder count? And my actual question is, this Cock Arena wallet that has 49% of the supply, is that an escrow or how is that secured? Is it a multi-sig? What's going on there?
Yeah, great questions. Absolutely. So 2 different charts that you can look at. The Cock to USD pair is best to look at on Tap Tools. That's a good resource for you to look at. And then if you go to dexhunter.io and you find Cock on there, you'll see the ADA Cock pair on there as well. So you can see the strength of Cock against the Cardano ecosystem and then versus the USD pair. And then the Cock Arena is a wallet that's comprised of the 135 people who are in the arena. It's a culmination and aggregation of all of their individual positions being held by this wallet that's held by Ada Orca, who holds the LP, and the treasury is locked in there as well. So that what you see in there is not one person holding 49%. Just want to be very clear. That's over 135 people that are combined and aggregated into that wallet. The largest holder outside of any wallet that is a team holds 1.64%. You're going to see the Snackburn address. You're going to see Snack Daddy's address. That's the front end funnel of how we pull we do a lot of open buys ourselves. We support our project and we redistribute that back into a wallet that's called the Cock Rewards wallet that now has 114,000 114K worth of ADA that we've collected from the team that's been redistributed to that wallet through the Snack Daddy wallet at first. So you're going to see those wallets there. Ton of ADA that we've invested in that goes right back to you guys. So we've removed we've eaten those dips and we've helped to support the flock as we're, having amazing contests and rewards for them and exciting casino contests. Again, we paid out $40,000 worth of ADA and rewards just from the last contest. We've already paid out over 70,000 ADA in rewards to players over the first 10 days. It's an astronomical number. We've burned 152,000 ADA already. But we're making moves because the machine itself fuels these fees that are generated by the games, and including the casino, right? I don't know if I'd mentioned that the casino itself generates revenue for us. Rule number one of every casino is the house always wins, and rule number two for us became be the house. So we partnered with Donzo. We became the house, and we take the profits and we give it back to the community. So when you're in there, you either win or you walk away knowing that you've contributed to the treasury growth or rewards for yourself in the future or for the project. You're contributing to the project's growth. I mean, typically I was not the biggest degen in the past because I understood those two rules of how things work. But ever since Donzo and introduced the permissionless casino, I've had a lot of fun in there, and I had a lot more willingness to participate because I knew that if I didn't win, that my token was winning. So that's been important to me, and sort of in line with the thesis of decentralization and being able to reward our holders. And we really have created a very innovative token here on Cardano. I think a lot of it, has to be honest with you and frank with you, we also understand how the attention economy works. And so on the front end, all the things that we do to grab people's attention and bring them in through marketing or advisory partnerships, that's to bring them in. But the utility, the culture, that's what keeps them here, right? And we've done a great job at balancing both of those so that when you do come in, you end up staying and you see 50% of people locking their stuff up and participating and earning their rewards the way that they should. And so what that tells me is that the data and the users are happy with the ecosystem, because if they weren't, we'd have none of it locked up, right? And the data would be telling us something else. And I'm very happy to look at those metrics every single day. We've been 10 days old. When we first launched, we had about 400 holders. We're now at 921. And to be honest with you, the 400 holders that we first had were probably everybody that was in Cardano at the time that was willing to participate. And I mean, that's a kind of like a joke, but that goes to show you the tribalistic mindset that's in there, because everybody who was on Cardano had a chance to find out about Cock first and invest into this project, right? They had first eyes. A lot of people knew about it, and it got heavily flooded in the beginning, man, by the community, and it's okay. We expected that, but now everybody's FOMOing in, and the holder growth is coming from outside of Cardano. And we're very excited about that because we know we're achieving the goals of bridging, and our partners are having great impacts on our team. And that they're not just like when we have conversations with them, we're learning from them. Like, we're learning how to market through Wall Street bets, and we're learning what they're looking for we're setting ourselves up to be able to talk to other key opinion leaders. And we're excited about what's happening, man. So
oh, yeah. I love that. I appreciate you guys coming today and bringing the community, bringing the heat, bringing the alpha. Definitely want to chat with you guys again soon. We got some updates and all that stuff, so let's not be strangers. Let's continue talking in the background. Again, thank you guys all for your time. Heck, you got anything? You got any updates? You fighting anytime soon? What's up?
Yo, so I just want to say thank you again for having us on. Updates for me. Hopefully we get a fight lined up as soon as possible. I'd love to be on that Hong Kong card for a crypto fight night. I'm about to head to Thailand to train and just get out of the USA for a couple months. So I'll be over that way anyway.
Yeah.
But
are you?
I did just want to.
Are you gonna be in Miami? Are you gonna be in Miami real quick for KC?
I might be. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting on a few more things to get delivered, and then I'm going to book my flight. But if it comes down to where it's just a few days away, I'll probably just stay and hit the event,
right,
and then fly out after.
Right on. All right, cool.
I did just want to say one more shout out to Baby Snack. We got some big updates coming, and hopefully we'll be back on here for another episode featuring the Baby Snack team.
Oh,
so
I'm gonna order my plushie.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. I got you that coupon code. So again, much love to everybody tuning in. Much love to the Cock Flock, and shout out to you, Jay Chains of Web3 Breakfast Club, the best crypto show at 9 a.m. every day. Let's go.
You know it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much, guys. Go make sure you, if you are watching on YouTube, smash the like button. If you are watching on X, hit the heart. If you are down in the space, make sure that you repost it out and say, we had a great time. We learned a lot today. We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So make sure that you tune in. I will be back at 4 p.m. Eastern for J Chain's crypto show. We'll be looking over some news and some numbers, and some charts, maybe get into a trade or two. We'll see. Markets are looking a little bit better today than they were yesterday. Hopefully we're on the way back up. Doesn't look like it quite yet, but maybe just a relief day, a green day would be good. All right, guys, thank you so much. Remember, do something you can, anything that you can to make yourself better every single day. 1% gets you better every single day. You stack those suckers up, man, you might turn that frown upside down into a smile real quick. So do what you can to improve that. Put yourself outside of your comfort zone. I'm looking forward to 72 hours with no food and water and black coffee only. And then after that, and it's a tough week. I want to know. I saw the first post that I saw on Twitter on Monday morning yesterday was from Jets Pizza, and it's supposedly National Pizza Week. So this is, for me, the absolute worst time in my life to quit eating food for a week. But we're doing it anyway, and we're proving that we can do it because mind over matter, baby. We are stronger than we think. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.